Hey there, Andrew. C1D Paintball. Yeah, it's another anime generated by AI. Now, here's the thing. This isn't expected to be taken seriously. AI is not perfect. Am I a fan of it in certain applications? Yes. For video making and stuff, I have fun with it. I can't take it horribly seriously because I typed in prompts on this story like I did the other stories I've done so far, and it takes liberties to fill in the gaps, make it dramatic, and it's funny. For instance, in this video, it says that there's two players that are the veteran core of C1D. One of them, it was their first time out, so it takes liberties. He wasn't there before, and that's why when you look at these, they are to be kind of laughed at, and just it is what it is. Some interesting things in and out, and some cool pictures it draws sometimes, but it is not serious. It is something for you to enjoy. It's kind of like C1D. It's just go out there, have fun. Remember, at the end of the day, it is just a game.
The painted flank. The air at Warzone was thick with more than just humidity. It tasted like damp earth, old timber, and the sharp, metallic tang of adrenaline. Andrew adjusted the strap of his mask, the mirrored visor reflecting the jagged silhouettes of the dense woods. Beside him, Brant looked like a ghost in the shadows, his lean frame ready to snap into motion. They were the veteran core of C1D, and the match was kill confirmed. In this game, a hit wasn't the end, unless your tag was taken. Across the field, the enemy had dug in. The whitewashed barriers and two-story plywood buildings stood like bleached ribs against the dark forest. Somewhere in the deep, muddy trench near the enemy base, Andrew knew his son, Connor, was waiting. Connor didn't play like a kid. He played like a man who had been raised on his father's stories of narrow escapes and tactical brilliance. Today, the student was looking to become the master. The silence broke with a roar and the thud of boots on metal. Brant wasn't one for subtlety. He launched himself from the bed of a rusted army truck, a 10-foot leap of pure faith and bravado. For a moment, he was airborne, a silhouette of defiance against the gray sky. He intended to break the line, to shatter the enemy's focus with a single, daring gambit. The air hissed. A single ball of paint streaked through the woods, finding its mark with a wet thwack. Brant crumpled as he hit the ground, tagged out before his boots could even settle. He sat there in the dirt, a living casualty in the kill-confirmed chaos. Andrew saw the hit and didn't hesitate. A teammate was down, and the rules were simple. Touch him, and he's back in the fight. Andrew moved with the calculated grace of a veteran. He hoisted his clear shield, the white C1D logo, acting as a beacon of defiance. He used the whitewashed barriers for cover, the shield absorbing the rhythmic pop-pop-pop of incoming fire. Every inch gained was a battle of nerves. He was closing the gap to Brant, focused entirely on the rescue. In the trench, Connor watched his father advance. He didn't fire. He didn't move. He knew the shield was a fortress, but every fortress has a flaw. He signaled to his flanks, a subtle movement of his hand that was lost in the shadows of the trench. He wasn't trying to hit the shield. He was waiting for the man behind it to commit to the move. Just as Andrew reached out to tag Brant's shoulder, a shadow flickered to his right. Silas, one of Connor's teammates, burst from behind a barrier. Marker flared. The distraction was perfect. Andrew's instincts took over. He pivoted his torso to the right, swinging his shield and his pistol to meet the new threat, leaving his left side completely exposed to the trench. It was the opening Connor had been hunting for. He rose from the mud like a phantom, his marker leveled at the gap Andrew had left. There was no hesitation, no familial mercy. He pulled the trigger, the shot true and steady. He didn't aim for the body. He aimed for the one place he knew his father would feel the sting of defeat most clearly. The world turned blue and green. The paintball struck Andrew's mirrored visor dead center, the impact echoing inside his head like a bell. The shield dropped. The game was over. Andrew stood frozen for a second, the liquid paint dripping down the front of his mask, obscuring his vision of the field. He had been baited, hooked, and landed by his own blood. The tension of the woods evaporated as the whistle blew. In the safe zone, the grim masks came off to reveal wide, sweating smiles. Andrew wiped the blue-green smear from his face and gripped Connor's hand, pulling him into a brief, proud embrace. Brant was there too, laughing about his ill-fated leap. The grit was gone, replaced by the camaraderie of the hunt. Andrew looked at his son, a twinkle of a challenge in his eyes. "Okay," he said, "let's do it again." Just like that.
Game over.